I would like to talk about some ancient superstitions related to menstruation and unusual cultural practices around celebrating menarche. In the past, many experts believed that menstruation was a monthly illness that required treatment. It was believed that women who led sedentary lives did not use the excess blood that was not utilized each month, and thus it was expelled through menstruation. There is a modern encyclopedic book called Natural History, published in 77 AD, written by the ancient Roman naturalist Pliny.
I ain't waiting for the sun. Studying is so much fun.
Pliny was a dedicated scholar who started work before dawn, enjoyed studying, and considered time not spent on learning a waste. He spent most of his time reading, except for bathing and eating. This diligent scholar left behind descriptions about menstruation. According to Pliny, when menstruating women approach, new wine turns sour, crops fail to grow, nuts fall, bees abandon their hives, mirrors cloud, knives become dull, and if a dog tastes the blood, it goes mad, and anyone bitten by the dog will suffer from incurable poisoning. Also, a naked menstruating woman could drive away hail and lightning. As time passed, even in the medieval period, menstrual superstitions persisted. It was believed that if a man slept with a menstruating woman and got blood on him, his genitals would rot. Moreover, getting pregnant during menstruation was thought to result in a child possessed by demons. In the late 1400s, during the House of Tudor in England, women suffering from severe menstrual cramps could not use drugs to control the pain, because they were told that this pain was a divine punishment, and they were instructed to endure it. The punishment was believed to be related to Eve's temptation of Adam, as a consequence of which women had to endure the pain of menstruation. As a result, the church prescribed that women should not take any painkillers during menstruation, as they were meant to endure the pain bestowed upon them by God. But many women find menstrual pain unbearable. Some women even faint or vomit due to the severity of the pain. Thus, women of that era used herbs to alleviate menstrual pain, sharing such knowledge orally among themselves. In the Middle Ages, some women even burned toads to reduce menstrual bleeding. They would find toads, burn them, collect the ashes in small bags, and put them to their lower abdomen. Interestingly, there are still people who believe in menstrual superstitions today. In African folk magic known as hoodoo, it's said that putting menstrual blood in a man's coffee can make him fall in love. In Southeast Asian cultures, menstrual blood is believed to possess special powers. In 2009, a tragic incident occurred in Indonesia. A maid, hired by a wealthy family, was constantly scolded by her employer and sought to improve their relationship. She decided to rely on special powers by adding her menstrual blood to a vegetable soup she served to her employer. Unfortunately, the special powers did not work, and their relationship worsened. Today, we have products like pads and tampons that are essential for managing menstruation. But what did women in ancient times use? While it's not entirely clear, some ancient women may have used papyrus or wrapped thread around wooden sticks to create makeshift tampons. In the Middle Ages, women commonly used rags or allowed blood to soak into their clothing. By the way, in the old days, people basically used the potty for their toilet. The good thing about the potty is that you can use it anywhere and anytime. For example, aristocrats who had servants would have their servants bring the potty to them and put it inside their skirts and stand on it. Women did not wear pants under their skirts until the end of the 18th century. It is said that it was the French Revolution at the end of the 18th century that led to the wearing of underwear like pants. There were two main reasons why women began wearing pants-like garments during the French Revolution. The first reason was to keep women out of danger by wearing pantaloons, or by sewing the hems of chemises together to form trouser-like garments. So, they were able to escape faster by wearing pants instead of skirts. The second reason was to protect against the cold. At that time, Greek and Roman tunics and thin dresses with sheer fabrics were becoming popular, and women wore long pantaloons under their skirts to protect themselves from the cold. In 1899, a German doctor wrote in a book for middle-class German women that it was very shameful to have blood on their chemise. The doctor warned that wearing a chemise with bloodstains for a week could lead to infection. This suggests that there were lots of women who did not change their clothing despite having blood on them. Rural and lower-class women rarely used cloth during their periods. Additionally, washing or changing underwear was considered unhealthy. There was a belief that washing undergarments might cause heavy bleeding. In the late 19th century, some doctors said that clothes soiled with menstrual blood might not be hygienic. This led to the introduction of the Hoosier sanitary belt, which could be attached to a woman's body with a washable cloth pad. This belt was available until around 1980. In 1920, during World War I, French nurses began using cotton bandages as menstrual protection. Companies noticed this idea and developed disposable menstrual pads, which became popular among wealthier households. In Japan from 1600 to the late 19th century, women used pieces of cloth or paper called asakusashire. Many women used paper or cloth scraps to apply to their crotch or stuff like a tampon and secured with cloth to get through their menstrual period. Women who used thin paper or cloth to get through their menstrual periods were said to have less menstrual blood than women of today. In addition, women in those days were able to store menstrual blood between their legs without leaking. Women always wore kimonos and walked on their feet, so the muscles around the groin were well developed. Because of the strong force of tightening between the legs, they stored menstrual blood in the body at their own will and discharged it with urine when they went to the toilet. It's worth noting that in some regions, there are still distressing customs related to girls' first menstruation. In certain areas of Nepal, when a girl starts her period, she is expelled from her home and left in an external shed or storage space. During menstruation, she is not allowed inside her house and is often not provided with menstrual hygiene products. This practice is rooted in the belief that not following this tradition will bring misfortune to the family. However, young girls can also suffer from health issues like suffocation and pneumonia. While this practice became illegal in 2005, it continues to be practiced in some places. There are cultural celebrations for girls reaching menarche around the world. In Fiji, when a girl has her first period, they lay out a special mat and have a family celebration to honor her transition into womanhood. In Japan, when a girl has her first period, they are celebrated by making a special dish called sekihan, which is a mixture of red beans and rice. Some families even distribute this dish to neighbors, leading to the revelation of the girl's milestone. In Italy, a girl who experiences her first menstruation is called signorina, meaning young lady. And relatives inform everyone about the girl's menarche. Hey, signorina! How's it going? Being celebrated as signorina by your parents' friends can be awkward, to say the least. A survey conducted among 90,000 people from 190 countries revealed that women around the world use different words to describe menstruation. In Japan, it's referred to as Girls' Day. In Germany, phrases like strawberry habit, riding the red wave, the red lady is visiting or the rose lady is visiting are used. In France, it's Beaujolais Nouveau has arrived, while in Russia, it's the Red Army is here. Other terms include monsters and fatal days. What do women in your country say when they have their periods? Please let me know in the comments section. Thank you for watching.